Hi guys, happy Saturday. I'm here today to do a book review on Delirium by Lauren Oliver. And I just finished this book about 15 minutes ago and I absolutely loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars and pretty much, I can't really think of anything that I didn't like about this book. I really got into the story right away. I started reading it on vacation, and from there I just was reading it like crazy because I couldn't put it down. There weren't really any parts of the book that I thought were boring. I felt like the book was really well paced, so it was easy to get through because I know I've read a lot of books where, they're good books, but they have their parts that it's just like the storyline is dragging and it's hard to get through until you get to the good parts. But this book, I just felt like I wanted to keep reading, and there weren't any parts that, like I said, I was bored by. So first off, I really liked the whole concept of the world, even though it takes place in the United States. So it's not like it's taking place in a different world, but the way the society is a lot different. So what happens is love is illegal, and at the age of 18, you go through a procedure which I'm not exactly sure what they do. They take out part of your brain or something along those lines that pretty much makes you incapable of love, which they think is a disease, so this procedure cures them. And then, you go through an evaluation before the procedure, and based on that, you're matched with somebody else in the community. You get like a list of matches, and then based on that, you can choose who you want to marry. I think they also choose like your career for you. They don't really get too much into that aspect, but I'm pretty sure like based on your likes and dislikes, they kind of choose your path of like what you're gonna major in school and end up doing. So yeah, pretty much once you get to the procedure and you're cured, you kind of go on living your life, what it kind of sounds like, in a fog. You don't really have any affection or feelings towards people. They say you don't dream anymore. It kind of just sounds like a big suckfest. But yeah, I mean, the society doesn't believe in love. They think it's a disease, which is pretty crazy. But I really liked this concept because it is something different. So I think it's also really cool that Lauren Oliver kind of creates a whole this book. It's called the Book of Sh. I don't really even know how you're supposed to say it, but at the beginning of each chapter, there's sort of like an excerpt from like a book, some kind of rules from like a rule book, different songs and stuff that are part of the society. So I think it's kind of cool how she just like created this whole world, and she even went into like different verses and like books and rules, and kind of each chapter had a little part of that in the beginning. So that was kind of cool, that she really developed things well. I really love the characters. Lena is the main character, and she starts out in the beginning as she believes in, what she's been taught to believe all her life, that love is a disease, and she is actually really excited to get the procedure. She wants to be cured. She wants to get matched and have her whole life planned out for her. And then she meets this boy named Alex, and she starts to have feelings for him, and, as the story goes on, their relationship develops, and she starts to question all the things that she's been taught all her life. And she realizes pretty much how crazy it is and what a lie it is, and that, love is a really amazing thing, and that she wants to be with Alex. And I think it's really great how her character develops throughout the story. She goes from being really shy and just doing what everybody tells her to do, following the rules, to being a lot more outspoken and, kind of standing up for what she believes in. And I really like that in her character, that you can see a development throughout the book. There's also Hannah, which is Lena's best friend, and I really like their relationship too. Affection and like hugs and all that is kind of frowned upon in the society, but they still manage to have a really close friendship. and you can just tell that they trust each other and they count on each other. And I really like stories that have like a really good friendship. And Hannah kind of starts out like the more wild child and more rebellious. You kind of it seems like she would be the one that would go against what she's been taught, and I mean she kind of does because she's going out to like parties and listening to like illegal music and stuff. But in the end, it kind of seems like Hannah and Lena switch roles because Hannah decides that she's okay with the way things are. She wants to stay and live her life, and if that means getting the procedure, then that's okay. Whereas Lena kind of changes the other way. And then there's Alex, and I love the relationship between Alex and Lena. I think it's so cute, and it's not forced like in some stories where two people just meet and they're instantly in love. Their relationship blossoms throughout the story, and it's just adorable. I love it. And speaking of that, the end of the book, I wanted to cry. I started to tear up a little bit. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but yeah, it was sad. But I love them. I love them together, and I was so happy that they found each other. So yeah, I really like the characters. I really like the plot. I like the society that Laura and Oliver created. The pacing of the book was good. I wasn't bored. I'm really, really excited to read the next book, Pandemonium. I'm not sure what to expect. I don't know where Laura and Oliver is going to go with the story. I think I've heard a few things about Pandemonium. I think some people were kind of disappointed with where the story went, but I haven't really read anything about it, so I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to focus on, but I'm definitely going to read it because I want to see what happens. And I hope that I like it as much as I like Delirium, because I liked it a lot. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I'll pick that book up soon so I can see what happens. I know that there's a lot of people that have already read this book, so if anybody wants to comment and let me know what they thought about it, if you liked it as much as I did, or if you didn't like it, and you want to let me know what you think about the next book too, Pandemonium, so I can kind of get an idea of what to expect. Just give me a comment on this video, let me know what you thought. I'll be happy to hear from you guys, so thanks.